Hey everyone. So today we're going to look at a play that I call the cheater play, which is a neutral zone face-off play. So here's how the two teams are typically going to line up for a face-off in the neutral zone, whether that's center ice or on any of the dots in the neutral zone. We're going to assume that this is on the defensive side of the neutral zone on our side. So the real difference here is that right winger on the board side is actually going to jump to the other side of the ice away from the play, and our right defenseman is going to move up a little bit to compensate for that open spot, so to not leave that left winger open. So there's a couple scenarios that can happen here. We're going to assume, again, that our team wins the face-off. If we lose the face-off, it's no big deal. Our right winger can rejoin the play, and that's not a big deal. So let's assume our centerman wins the face-off draw to the right defenseman. That left defenseman now is going to step out a little bit and get a little bit of open ice and be open for the pass, and is now going to pass to that right winger, who's going to beeline it into the other team's zone, and there's nobody cover him. He's got lots of open ice, and this could be a fairly quick play as well. If it is a fairly quick play, then again, lots of open ice. Now let's look at the other scenario. The center wins the draw back to the other side defenseman, the left defenseman. Well, again, nothing really is going to change except that left defenseman is going to step out with the puck and then pass it to the right winger, and there you go. Again, open ice to score. So let's look at it on the other side as well. Here's the typical neutral zone face-off positioning. Nope, we're going to take that board side winger, place him on the far side boards, and that side defenseman is going to step up a little bit to cover the other team's winger. So two scenarios again. Board side defenseman wins or gets the puck off the draw, passes it to the other defenseman, who steps out a bit, passes it to our winger, who's got a nice open lane to go score a sweet goal. Or our center wins the draw back to our inside defenseman, who's going to take the puck, step out a little bit, and pass it over to that open winger. So let's look at that cheater play on the other side of the neutral zone, because maybe we have an offside instead of the other team, and maybe there's a face-off closer to the other team's zone. So you might be thinking, how is this going to work? Because when the face-off was on the other side of the neutral zone, we had a ton of open room for our winger to skate up and go right to the net. Well, there'll still be some room. It's a little bit trickier because the blue line's there and you don't want to be caught offside. But let's look at those same two scenarios. Center wins it back to the board side defenseman. Other defenseman steps out a little bit, passes the puck. Now, it's going to be a shorter pass, generally speaking, because you have to, watch the blue line. But then you go right to the net, you put the puck in the net, you score, you celebrate. Again, the other scenario, passes it back to the other side D, who steps out. Now, the other side, like that right winger, might want to just sit for an extra moment before skating up. When it was on the other side of the neutral zone, that winger could start skating up pretty much right off the draw to get as much space between them and the other team's defenseman as possible. But here you've got to watch the blue line. So pass it right over the blue line. Again, go score. Yay. Now let's look at the other side. Again, that board side winger is going to move to the other side of the ice and be away from the play, and that defenseman's going to move up a bit to cover them. Draw goes back to the board side defenseman, or the draw goes back to the right side defenseman. Either way, that right side defenseman's going to step out, pass it at the blue line, and that winger's going to go score. So that was everything for today. I hope you guys enjoyed the cheater play. I hope you can use that in your next game. And, go hockey. Woohoo!